welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, Ring of Honor had its annual Honor United Tour of United Kingdom over the weekend. They had a show Friday night in London, Saturday in Newport, Sunday in Bolton. We had 3 shows, 27 matches total. Pretty decent. It was okay cards. It was live for Honor Club, and it was also live on Fight TV. I'm not going to run down all 3. No reason to. 27 matches. I'm going to go to the best 10 and the show and who was in it and go from there. Now you're going to see some familiar names here. The team of Kyle Fletcher and Lucky Kid, tag team out of the UK. Kyle Fletcher, part of Aussie Open with Mark Davis. Lucky Kid and I guess Kyle Fletcher team up in WXW. All 3 of their matches are on here. It's a great tag team. Kyle Fletcher, just young, talented. Who would they compare him to? They're comparing to a WWE guy. Can't remember who it was now. I wasn't Randy. It was somebody like that. He's kind of tall, lanky, very talented. Alright, so number 10 on the list came from Saturday's show, which was Newport. We had a tag match. We have Flamito, one half of the Mexican Bloods with Bandito, teaming up with Lifeblood member Tracy Williams, taking on Whelen Enterprises, Marty Scurll, and Flip Gordon. Great match to start everything out here on the top 10. Whelen Enterprises of a Scurll and Flip Gordon ended up getting the victory. I did give it 3-star. Number 9 on the list, coming from Bolton, which was on Sunday. We had Kyle Fletcher and Lucky Kid teaming up versus Marty Scurll and Flip Gordon of Whelen Enterprises. Whelen Enterprises getting the victory. I give it 3¼ star. Number 8, coming from Saturday's show in Newport. We had a triple threat tag team match. We had Kyle Fletcher and Lucky Kid once again teaming up versus the Briscoes, Dem Boys, 11-time Ring of Honor tag team champions from Sandy Fork, Delaware. Part of the greatest tag team in Ring of Honor history. Loyal to Ring of Honor to a fault. Matter of fact, Mark Briscoe was wrestling. He was so young, he wasn't even legal to be able to wrestle. And they've been ever since, versus a new formed team. They've kind of been together for a while, but they've kind of both had a little attitude change here recently. Jonathan Gresham and Jay Lethal. They've been teaming up here recently. Gresham has kind of had this kind of slight heel turn. He's very heel now. And it's just kind of weird. He's kind of bulked up a little bit, kind of like his girlfriend, Jordan Grace. And just kind of that heel attitude, like I'm better than everyone else, kind of. The Briscoe ended up winning this triple threat match. 3¼ star. Now, Lethal and Gresham did challenge the Briscoes to final battle for a Ring of Honor tag title match. So that should be really good stuff. Come on in December. Next up, number 7 came from London, which was Friday night's show. We had Kyle Fletcher and Lucky Kid teaming up versus 2 other members of Whelen Enterprises, PCO and Brody King. Good match. I ended up giving it 3¼ Whelen Enterprises getting the victory. Now, number 6 on the list came from London, which was Friday's show. I hate when companies do this. You have 2 guys who are going to face off for the title, Roosh and Jeff Cobb. They faced on Sunday at Bolton for the Ring of Honor title. For the first 2 shows, they teamed up as a team. They had to team together and then face each other. So number 6 on the list comes from London, which was Friday. Roosh and Jeff Cobb versus Whelen Enterprises of Marty Scurll and Flip Gordon. The team of Roosh and Jeff Cobb getting the victory. I ended up giving it 3½ star. Number 5, also coming from the London show, we had the Lifeblood team of Mark Haskins and Tracy Williams, Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, versus a team out of Melbourne City, Australia, and Melbourne Wrestling, the Brat Pack, Nick Berry and Mitch Waterman. Great young team. Like I said, they did a lot of stuff in Australia, and they've wrestled with Ring of Honor when they've done a tour down under. The Lifeblood getting the victory there. I give it 3½. Number 4 on the list comes from Newport, which was Saturday's show. We had Kenny King versus Mark Haskins. Mark and Vicky Haskins getting the victory there. Mark Haskins from the UK, so it's kind of like a homecoming for him, getting the victory over Kenny King in a 3½ star match. Number 3 on the list comes from Bolton, which was Sunday's show. We had the Ring of Honor World title on the line. We had champion Roosh versus Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb had only lost 1 other match before this. Great match. I ended up giving it 3 3/4. I like where they're going with the future of Ring of Honor, with ROH retaining his title here versus Jeff Cobb. I'm down with that. I want to see ROH having a long title run. I like him feuding with Jeff Cobb. It's kind of that next generation of, Dragon Lee, which is ROH's brother, and we have Flamito and the Lifeblood members and Bandito. The future is in Ring of Honor. We have a law from Ring of Honor that where when the Kevin Owens and the Cesaros and the Chris Heroes and Dan Bryan, when those guys all left, kind of left a void there in Ring of Honor for a while. I think we're starting to fill that void in with some of these stars from Mexico and ROH and Dragon Lee and Flamito and Bandito, and we're kind of building a guy up like a Jeff Cobb, and we kind of have the Marty Scurll, the Flipboard. We kind of have that next evolution here in Ring of Honor. So the next year or so of Ring of Honor, 2020 should be a really good year for Ring of Honor and building the brand back up. Number 2 on the list comes from London. We had Jay Briscoe in a singles match versus Jonathan Gresham. Yeah, really good. 2-time Ring of Honor champion Jay Briscoe versus the Octopus Jonathan Gresham. 4-star match. Gresham ended up getting a victory. So I love seeing these guys in single matches. Now we lead up to that tag match. I think we also had do we have Jay Lethal versus Mark Briscoe? I thought we had that somewhere over the weekend. Let me look. Maybe we did. Maybe we just teased it. Yeah, we did. I'm sorry. I was wrong. At London, we had Jay Lethal versus Mark Briscoe, which ended in a DQ, and it was a 3-star match. So, yeah. So, we've had them kind of separating the tag teams up. Now we're get the build up for the final battle. The number 1 match of the weekend for Ring of Honor, Honor United, was in Bolton, which was Sunday. Speedball Mike Bailey making his Ring of Honor debut versus Flamita, one half of the Mexa Bloods. These guys went out and put on a 4-star match. It was great. I enjoyed it tremendously. Flamito is a great talent. Speedball Mike Bailey, just that indie guy that everybody kind of ignores. Oh yeah, Speedball's here, kind of deal. Great match. So that's going to wrap up the ROH, Honor United, London, Newport, and Bolton review. Best 10 matches. Stay tuned to Robert Sports Show for the MLW Saturday Night Supercard preview, the first ever MLW pay-per-view, WWE Crown Jewel preview. Check that out. NFL Week 9, NCAA Week 10, and CFL Week 21. All that here on Robert Sports Show. Exciting week. Stay tuned to reviews of all these shows coming up, the MLW show, and then Crown Jewel. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.